When it comes to providing external context of your own data to a large language model, RAG showed a lot of promise. But if you have ever used RAG in a production environment on long documents, then you very well know that it struggles. That is why there are various tools in the market, both paid and open source, which are trying to fill that gap, and PageIndex is one of them. In this video, we are going to install it locally and we will see how exactly it works. I will leave the decision to you whether you think that it fills a gap or not. In my experience, I think that we cannot tell for sure until and unless we start using it on our own data in real world environment. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. PageIndex is a document indexing system that transforms lengthy PDF documents into hierarchical tree structures optimized for large language model, enabling more intelligent document retrieval than traditional vector-based approaches by allowing these LLMs to reason through documents logically rather than relying only on semantic similarity. I will be talking more about how exactly this tool works, especially by showing you this diagram, which I am going to open it in this. Okay, so this is a vector AI. Let me go down. Sorry, this is the one. Now, let's first get the installation underway and then we will talk more about this. I'm using this Ubuntu system and this only works with OpenAI based models. Don't try to use it with local models. It won't really work good if at all. So first up, let me create a virtual environment with Conda. And if you're looking to rent a VM or CPU or GPU on very affordable prices, you will find the link to Massed Compute in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPU. So please do check them out. So having said that, our virtual environment is almost created, I believe. And now let me git clone the repo of PageIndex and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Once that's done, let me create and install rather all the requirements from the root of the repo. It's quite lightweight, so it shouldn't take too long. While that happens, let me quickly introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws, with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And you will also find the link to their website in video's description. Okay, so let's go back to our terminal and see what is happening. All done. Now let's create a .env file here and let me maybe open it in VS Code to show you how exactly it looks like. We just need to set our OpenAI's API key in that environment file, and that is a paid option. If you haven't already, just go to platform.openai.com and then from there just grab your OpenAI's API key and then put it in here. And interestingly enough, this is the first time I have seen anyone calling it ChatGPT API key. So let me put in my key and then I will save the file and go back to the terminal. So my key is set. Now in order to run it, let me show you the command. So this is a Python script which we need to run to see this page index working on this PDF file, which is this, where I have just created a random financial report, a fictitious company with some executive summary, some business overview, and it's a representative data, but a lot of things in there. So what we want to do, we want to create the hierarchical structure by using PageIndex from this. Now, before I move forward, I think it will make sense now to just understand a bit more, because when we run it, then we would be able to understand what is happening. So the PageIndex creates chunk-free segmentation that follows the natural structure of the document. It maintains precise page referencing for each node and scales to handle massive documents of hundreds or thousands of pages, making it particularly valuable for financial reports, regulatory filings, academic textbooks, and technical manuals that exceed typical LLM context limits. This approach addresses a key limitation in traditional RAG or retrieval augmented generation systems, which typically use vector databases to find semantically similar text chunks to answer queries, but often struggle with relevance because similarity doesn't always equal relevance, especially for complex professional documents requiring domain expertise and multi-step reasoning. So PageIndex is quite handy in that regard. And one final thing I want to point out is that this PageIndex, this enables reasoning based RAG by using tree set structures, as you can see on your screen, that has been inspired by AlphaGo, that allows LLMs to think and reason their way to the most relevant document sections rather than just finding similar text. And that has also demonstrated in some of the benchmark information which they have already shared. So that is a quick intro of it. Now let me go here and run this page index on the PDF file which I just showed you. So it is parsing the PDF, it is checking out table of content and then page numbering. I will also tell you at the end of this video how much it has cost me. There are 12 pages. I'm a bit anxious because I'm almost bankrupt due to this API cost. And that is where I think really important to make sure that you are very, very cost conscious with these API based models, because if you are using all of these big documents with these API calls, your cost could really go through the roof. So make sure that you put some sort of controls there and maybe use some local models if possible. But then again, local models under 70 billion parameter, they don't really cut it at the moment, maybe down in the future. So anyway, so you see that it has already finished creating the structure. So let's check it out. And the funny thing is that they don't mention where exactly they have put in the result. So it is in the results directory in the page index repo which we have cloned. So if you go to here, you will see that these are all in JSON structure, and this is rightly related to whatever I have given in this document, which is quite good. Let me just go and check out few of them. So maybe I will just check first this one. I think I'll just open it with Firefox. So it's a proper JSON structure. You can easily put it in your vector store or in some sort of data set. I think this makes it so cool. You see, it has very, very nicely created the structure around it. Pretty impressive, I would say. And then maybe I will check this earth mover structure. Again, pretty good. So all the data has been sectioned into the nodes, as I explained earlier. There is a title, there is even an index. So it is quite easy to find it out, and it is definitely going to improve the similarity search. And then similarly, it has created all of these files. Let me quickly check how much it has cost me in OpenAI. Okay, so I just checked. I think it has cost me around, I would say, 35 US cents. So not that high for 12 pages. There was not much data, but you can already imagine thousands and thousands of pages, hundreds and hundreds of documents. This could be a real shocker. Anyway, so let me know, what do you think about this tool? Not bad at all. I wish that we would be able to use it with some sort of local models. Anyway, that's it. Let me know your thoughts. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video at least, and share it. That will be really amazing. And I really am grateful for your support. Thank you very much.